The year is 878. The fate of England hangs by a thread. The great heathen army has shattered the Saxon kingdoms one by one, and now, under the ruthless command of Guthrum, the summer army strikes in the dead of winter. Only one king remains, Alfred the Great, driven into the marshes of Athelney, biding his time, waiting to rise again. But this is not his story. Today, we follow a different saga, a tale of betrayal, blood, and desperation. Black Tostig, once a ship's captain under Guthrum, now a hunted outlaw. He has slain his own Lord Bjarki, and the steersman Sigvalter. Now, every blade of the Danes thirsts for his blood. Tostig runs for his freedom. His path leads to a small, quiet Danish river port, Elveden. There, beneath the winter sky, lies his salvation, the Gore Wall, a great Viking ship. The legendary warship of the warband of Redhammer, fast, deadly, unforgiving, or so he hopes. But he is not alone. The ship is watched and guarded. Steel waits in the dark and on the deck. And closing in, a Danish search party, relentless and sworn to justice, led by Thane Arn, a man tasked with one purpose: bring Tostig back, alive and in chains. Today's game of pillage will decide his fate. Will Tostig slip into the night and claim the Gore Wall and escape justice? Or will the hunters close the net and deliver him to Guthrum's wrath? All right, welcome back. So this is our friend Sig. He's a longtime member of Redhammer, and will be joining us to bring Black Tostig's fate into reality today. This is our battlefield, the small Danish river port of Elveden, which in Norwegian means place on the river. Very creative. At the far end, we have a large forest. Tostig, who's been running from his fate, will be coming onto the battlefield from the forest, 6 inches from the edge. The ship itself will be defended by a handful of Redhammer, the warband that owns this warship. And from the far edge of the battlefield will come Thane Arn, sent by Guthrum to capture Tostig and bring him to justice. We can have river forders who can cross the river in these boats. It takes several turns. And Tostig and his forces are going to have to be mindful that large tower will have archers in it, gaining a +5 to their range and making them slightly more effective in dominating the battlefield. But as we saw in the last battle, Tostig just seems to have the luck of Loki, and he slips through problems. Conditions for victory. For Black Tostig, if he can get himself and 4 warriors onto the ship known as the Gore Wall, then that is a minor victory, as long as there are no defenders on the ship. The ship will be considered cast off into the river, and he will escape his fate. Now, a major victory for Tostig is to get himself and 6 warriors onto the ship, along with at least 2 pieces of loot from the trading village. There is loot in the trading area. There are also several animals, and also in the main port building, there is a significant loot pile there. So for Tostig to gain a major victory, we're looking at having him secure the Gore Wall, steal it from the warband Redhammer, escape Arn, and move on to whatever future dastardly deeds he has. One point of reference I want to make for everybody as you watch the battlefield happen, we don't necessarily design these maps for fairness. We just simply design cool looking maps and set a victory condition and see what happens. So who knows what's going to happen. So before we move on to the rest of that, I want to go to Sigismund, if I can get this camera to level. And we're going to have him talk to us a little bit about Tostig and his army. some of the rest of you didn't get to see the last battle that Tostig was in, where he committed some deeds that brought him into infamy with Guthrum. So let's have Gary or Sig introduce his army first and show us what he's wielding today.
Today we're going to be wielding a 750 gold point Viking army. The leader of the warband is Black Tostig, a brutal man who carries the head of his former leader Bjarki. He is armed with a hand weapon and shield, full armor, and mead merchant talent. We have a banner bearer, also armed with hand weapon and shield and full armor, a berserker with hand weapon and shield and full armor, and a horn bearer who is armed with a hand weapon and shield. Behind them will be 5 fully armored warriors with hand weapons and shields, 4 fully armored Dane axemen, 3 shield and spear no armored men, 3 hand weapon and shield no armored men, and 2 archers with no hand weapons, even though they have them modeled on their belts. Black Tostig has the luck of Loki about him, and last time he fought, he was able to butcher his way through Sigvalder, the steersman's retributive force. Black Tostig initially had maimed Sigvalder's son, and that's the reason why Sigvalder wanted to call him to cost. But Tostig murdered most of his warband, and unfortunately, several got away. And that is why the punitive force of Guthrum is coming today to try and claim Tostig back to him in chains so as to met out punishment the way he seems fit.
So as I understand it, Black Tostig was a Dringer or a famed warrior inside of the warband of Bjarki.
He would be like a housecarl.
And he turned on his own lord and killed his own lord.
He did.
And then he killed a famed steersman serving Guthrum and the Summer Army.
He did. All because of the fact that when he was insulted by Sigvalder's son, Bjarki didn't take Black Tostig's side, and so Black Tostig took it upon himself to maim Sigvalder's child in such a way that he would never be able to enter Valhalla, and Sigvalder wanted to call him to heel for that. And Bjarki, ever the peacemaker of a warrior that he is, had decided he was going to try and make it so that way Black Tostig would suffer punitive repercussions for it, but not death at the hands of Sigvalder.
Sure, it sounds like he refused to pay a life geld.
He would not, no. So he decided to take it upon himself and turn his black butchers against all that were loyal to him and make his own way in the world.
Sounds like a bold man, if not a villain. But
Foolish.
It's definitely saga worthy. All right, so in defending the Gore wall over here, let's go down and take a look at what I've got. This lead model here is going to be our chieftain, known as Thane Arn, and he has the warlord trait of swift as lightning. So the whole army will have a +1 to initiative each round. He is accompanied by his 4 loyal herdmen, and they are Dane Axe and Shield, Dane Axe, Spear and Shield, and Spear alone, all heavily armored. He has brought with him sort of some of the levy troops of Guthrum's army. We have 2 berserkers. You'll know them because they are armed with 2 weapons. They are not Rus, however, so they don't get an extra attack for the second weapon. It's just modeled that way. We have some shield-only combatants back here with hand weapons, as well as a unarmored, no-shield spearman. He's trying to earn an arm ring and perhaps earn a shield, I guess. Over here, we do have some fully armored. They're all wearing gambesons, but this is some fully armored troops. Spears and shields, fully armored. Hand weapon and shield, fully armored. And hand weapon and banner. The banner will not be operating as a spear this time because the combatant does have a hand weapon. So it is just a banner. There is an unarmored, hand-weaponed hornblower that Arn has brought along because he is trying to move quickly and capture this villain And so we're going to use that horn to help ourselves on the roads a little bit. We have 3 archers. One of them will be stationed here at Elvden, and 2 will be part of Arn's force. And then back here, we've got 2 of the famed warband of Redhammer. We have Steersman Mako, who is a Sami warrior, who is the captain of the Gore Wall. He commands its direction. And a young Drenger, or young warrior named Ulf, who's trying to learn and take up the spear under the famed spear warrior Mako. Now, these 2 will be in the town by themselves defending the ship. So it's a perilous job, but we'll see what they can do it. So that's our battle today. That's our forces. And we're going to take a second to get everything set up. We'll find out who has initiative and who is deploying first. And we'll come back for that. Before we do, however, let's roll that first round's initiative, because in this battle, the combatant who wins initiative is the first to deploy.
Gotta love that. For those of you following along at home, these do look like D12s, but they are actually D6s. They just have double the numbers on them.
Yeah. Sig and his funky dice.
Sig and his funky dice.
All right, here we go.
I got a 2.
A 5 and a 2. So it looks like the search party will deploy first, and we'll see how Black Tostig responds to the defense of the Gore Wall. We'll be right back after deployment. Okay, we're back after deployment. I'm going to cover the hunting party and the defenders deployment. Obviously, Mako and Ulf have deployed in the Gore Wall, and they'll be starting their defense there. We have 1 archer in the tower overlooking Elvden. One part of Arn's force has broken off and is heading for these ships. They know that if they gain access to this side of the battlefield, they can create a bit of a flanking maneuver. This force contains 2 archers, and the 2 berserkers have come along with them, likely believing that they have a better chance at getting in to a bloody fight early. Over here we have Arn, and he is proceeding down the road. He has his hornblower centered. He is leading his force like a true Viking does. And off to the side, some of the less armed levy troops still able to gain the benefit of the horn, but they won't have the benefit of the road. Arn is looking to move down the road, secure the bridge, and prepare to deploy, knowing that Tostig is coming from the forest. So let's go take a look at Sigismund's deployment and his force. So what do you have going on down here? We
have all of them tight-knit with small blocks, basically, of what I like to deploy as all takers units. But centrally, and most importantly, we have the hornblower here to be able to maximize our movement. The idea being that we need to push into the village, create stopgaps, and make a path for Tostig. Unlike true Viking warriors, Black Tostig absolutely enjoys a wall of chainmail and shields in his way before having to go anywhere. So he does not lead from the front. He very much leads from, go ahead.
What a courageous fellow.
Yeah. Villains don't need to be.
Yeah, well, that's true. I can understand why Guthrum is interested in having a conversation with Tostig. So, looks like Tostig is looking to come in strong through the forest, reminding everyone while he's inside the forest, that is 2 inches back from the edges of the front trees, he can neither be targeted by archery, nor can he be charged. He is in the forest, unless, of course, the enemy is in the forest with him. That's not likely going to happen. So we're going to get on to movement of the defending force first, as they want initiative, and I'm going to take initiative. I'm going to cover my movement, and I'll recap it after I do so. So right back. Okay, we're back, and so we're going to recap the movement of the defenders. Our outside force here has moved up and taken control of these small rowboats. We have an archer and a berserker in both rowboats. The defending Redhammer, or guards of the Gore Wall, have cost 2 inches of movement to leap over the rail of the ship, but they're coming out, they're hearing all this armor and weaponry clanging around in the woods, and they're a little nervous, so they're moving out to see what's happening here. On the other side of the battlefield, Our force planning paid off as Thane Arn was able to move a considerable distance down the road. He got both the road bonus and the horn bonus, which is blown before any movement. That allowed his whole force to move almost 10 inches, and then the supporting force of lighter armored levy have moved in behind them as well, taking benefit from the horn. So in their next turn, the whole force we've checked are all within 6 inches of the horn, so they're going to have the benefit of the horn and the road. They're going to cover a big piece of distance and hopefully secure the bridge. Now, down here, Sigismund has moved our hero of the day, Black Tostig, into the forest proper. And we're going to let him recap his movement and why he decided to make that movement.
So it was just a basic large push forward. I also centrally have my horn blower. So the idea meaning that I'm trying to push the force into the village as quickly as possible. I put my archers on the flank and I ran them full distance, so they will not be shooting yet. But the goal is to get them to establish their ability to shoot downrange quickly. And then I have the Berserker over here by himself, kind of moved off from the rest of the warband to see whether or not I can secure some loot in the village and at least provide a possible threat against Thane Arn or some of his more armored warriors by taking away their ability to have armor saves whenever I hit.
Yeah, we've found Berserkers are nasty that way. We've seen Berserkers absolutely tear shield walls apart. But we've also seen them frequently turn on their own forces. So that'll be fun as well. All right, we are going to put down some round counters. We've done our movement. We have to check and see if there's any shooting. I don't believe there is because nothing is going to be in range. I know that archer right there, his maximum range is out here around the pig pen, so there's really nothing in range. I don't know if you want to check for your boys, but you did a full movement.
They aren't shooting this round.
They're not shooting. So we don't have any charges. There's no melee. That will technically bring us to the end of round one, and we'll move on to establishing initiative for the next round.
All right, I'll bring my dice tray over.
All right, great.
With my team plot armor insignia inside.
So here we go. Well,
4.
That's a 1, and that's a 4. So Black Tostig has secured the initiative, and he will start his movement. I think movement's a little more critical this time. I might go ahead and keep this on film, and we'll listen to you reason it out as you go.
So once again, we'll be initializing the beginning of the turn. We'll sound the horn for the horn blower. Now, not everybody's going to get it this round, but a vast majority are. So this entire warband portion of the group is going to get it. And that entire portion of the warband is going to get it. The Berserker, I'm going to move this out of the way for just a second. The Berserker is not going to get it this round, even though he's close. But I can't pre-measure, so I was taking a bold chance. And,
yeah, we found with Pillage that not being able to pre-measure such things as charge distances or even who's in certain buff areas makes this game so much more reflective to your decisions. Decisions and dice rolls play a bigger thing here than particular rules.
So I'll start with my archers. I am going to move them half distance, just so that way I have the opportunity to be able to fire once. This will get both of them on the road for the next turn to be able to shoot. But I'm eyeing those Red Hammer warriors, and though there is a lot between the two of us, if I can sneak one in, it's just one less impediment for me to deal with. I'm also going to move the Berserker. He's fully armored. He'll be moving 6 inches this turn because he is outside of the range of the hornblower. I'm going to shorten his move just a little bit so that way he can get around the tree. The rest of the army is going to just surge forward with its full moves.
Coming in mass.
En masse.
Their chainmail rattling through the trees.
We have a partially armored here, so he's normally a 7. He'll be moving a 9.
Now I have to imagine through Guthrum's army, word of this betrayer has really gotten around. And as I said in the initial introduction, Danish swords are eager for blood. Guthrum has Alfred on the run. He needs a unified force. He can finally destroy Wessex and end Saxon rule in England completely. And yet, in the most desperate time, when Alfred's on the run, his own forces start to turn against him because of their greed or lack of discipline, or in Black Tostig's case, his heroic nature.
Such heroism. Okay, he will go 8 because he was in range of the horn at the time. So again, I'm placing my tape measure, the bottom edge, to show the leading edge of what 8 inches will look like. So that way I don't have to continue to run my tape measure each time. These ones, unfortunately, because they are there, they are going to have to make their way around the tree a little bit. But they'll have a 9 to be able to do so, which is going to put them right in line with their brethren, albeit a little bit shorter. Here we go. So they'll go there and he'll go here, making sure that happens. And then, again, we have an 8 here. So he'll move up onto the road. We have a 9 here. He will actually split and shorten his distance so that way he can turn and follow the road a little bit. We have another 8 with this fully armored Danax. Him to here. And then this one is a 9. I'm not going to worry about measuring because I know that being an 8, I'm not going to move him his full distance. Yeah.
So let me ask you, how much of your force you've got up here and its proximity to the ship, and yet our distance from our defenders, you've got to be feeling kind of confident that if you want to, you could just take the ship and go. Like, you're pretty quickly going to be able to do that.
The confidence is there. The issue becomes, because you have a horn caller and you're on the road all the way up, I have 2 turns. So I have to be able to defend. I have to be able to stop you in a manner strong enough, blow through your 2 defenders, and then have enough movement to get on the boat with none of your force on the boat with it in order to go. We also have this problem that is about to make itself very apparent in the next turn, because this turn they're crossing. Next turn they'll disembark, and while they have to stand there for that turn, they will quickly become a threat because the road is here. And they don't wear much armor, so they will be quick on their feet.
All right, well, let's see what's going to happen here. I think a lot of my movement isn't going to result in charges, so I'm going to do my movement off screen, and then I'll recap it when I come back. Okay, we're back to recap the movement of the defenders. Clearly, Arn and his men have moved up, receiving +2 from the road, +2 from the hornblower right there. And they've managed to move up. Now we have a problem. The bridge is constricting our movement, and so the force has had to narrow in, and we're a little concerned with Tostig's proximity to the ship and how much ground we have yet to still cover. We're moving quickly, but I'm not sure it's going to be fast enough. Redhammer has moved up to a blocking position, stretching their line a little bit to take up as much space as possible to try to stop forces from coming around and in here. Our berserkers and archers have crossed the river and disembarked next to the boats. That's the extent of what they can do. And that is the full movement of our defenders. We're going to be moving into the shooting phase, and we're going to be starting with Black Tostig's men. And we'll talk through this because it looks like he's going to have some impediments, both of his own men and other things, but we'll see. So he has 2 archers here, and he's looking to see whether he has any targets.
So currently, if I fire at the Redhammer boys, I have not only impediments of my own men, but I have 2 whole walls and a goat to deal with. And we don't want to hit the goat. Definitely don't want to.
Goats are extremely important.
Very, very, very important.
I mean,
we don't want to mess with that goat. That black goat.
Especially that black goat. Yeah. That's Black Philip, and he is an emissary of Satan. All Saxons suffer a -1 morale in his presence.
So, I can shoot.
And Sigismund is really getting eyes down to get a good view of this.
I have line of sight, unmitigated, through here. And so the rule states that anytime you want to draw a line of sight, as long as you have an unbroken point from your base to an opponent's base, you can do so. So I have line of sight to this green archer here. Now the question is do I have range? So I'm electing to shoot one time.
So he is shooting before he measures, and now he's going to see if he's in range.
So we have a 24-inch range with a bow. 20-inch range with a bow. We have fallen greatly short. So we will not fire, and that tells me, even though he's a ½ an inch further forward, he will have no targets this round. So both archers will be done with their shooting phase.
Okay, yeah. So the archers are 10 inches for half range, 20 inches. Now this archer, I think where you remember, as I said, this archer, he has a 25-inch range.
That's right, because he's got the bonus for height.
Yeah, when elevated, they add 5 inches to their distance, but it is measured true distance, so we have to account for the line coming down.
Who would you like to target? I'll go ahead and measure for you.
He stood still, so he'll get 2 shots.
Indeed.
He's going to target that lead shielded Viking right there, and we'll find out whether he's got range.
So, 25 inches from the base.
Yep, he's just off.
He is just off, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally like an eighth of an inch.
You can see in the dirt where the tape measure actually put the mark. So, unexpected tactical genius on my part.
So, we don't have any shots. Well, he did shoot. It just falls short. There's no sense in rolling for it because we already know he's out of range. That means we're out of range and we had no charges this turn. We're going to be moving into the 3rd round. So if you would put a round counter over there for us. We keep a round counter there so we know where we're at. And we're looking at rolling for initiative. This is going to be pretty critical because we are undoubtedly going to have charges this turn.
We are. Come on, team plot armor. I got a 1.
I got a 5.
I don't think Black Tostig's luck's going to hold out this time.
All right, so I got a 5. 5. I like to get into my charges first because you basically know who's going to be able to charge if anyone is. Now the question is, does Mako and Ulf, do they sacrifice themselves to try to slow down this force? And I think that they're definitely going to do that. They cannot allow the warband's longship to fall into enemy hands. Young Ulf is a Dringer trying to earn his armbands, and so he is going to declare a charge on that lead Viking right off the bat. So he is rolling, and he's got a 2. It is a successful charge, adding 1 to his charge distance, which is 6 plus 1 for 7, although he does gain the benefit of the road technically. So he is well within range.
I got you.
Thank you. Yeah. And Mako is going to charge the exact same target.
Excellent.
We're going to go for a multi-charge on a single target. So we'll check his roll as well.
Oh, he's
That's
well
5.
in.
So he's +3, +2 for the road. So he's well within, and we're going to go. Now, undoubtedly, we're going to have a whole lot of counter charges.
Oh, I'm going to pull him off.
Yeah. From,
I will pull Mako off of that charge with a counter charge.
But we'll see. I don't think that the Red Hammer boys are going to be long for this fight, but we'll see if they can hold them off. For the rest of our movement, we will blow the horn, and now our man Arn is going to move. What is it again?
Well, he'll have a 10 because he's a 6 plus 4.
Yeah, 6 plus 2 for the road and 2 for the horn. So he's going to be moving 10 inches.
I've got you.
And he will come all the way up.
You want to finish your move off camera and then we'll come back?
Yeah, the rest of it is all just going to be base movement. So I'll recap it when we come back. Okay, we're going to recap Arn's movement. Now, as we've already illustrated, the Red Hammer fellows have charged up into Tostig's front line. Arn had a huge movement, and he's been able to move up and establish his household warriors as a loose line across the front, hoping to flare out and slow down Tostig. His hornblower and bannermen are following up. The levy troops are constricted by the bridge, but they are starting to exit. Just thinking about tactics, if Tostig can come around here and pin me against this, then it's going to really limit the amount of weapons I can bring to bear in a fight. I also have to worry about this lone, hungry berserker over here, so we'll see what happens.
He is hungry.
On this side, our berserkers left here and have come around to the inside area. One of them is hurling insults at the pigs. Neither have taken their mushrooms yet, but we'll see. Our archers have just moved 4 inches forward, which is half their movement, allowing them to still shoot 1 arrow when we get to the shooting phase. But before that, we're on to Sigismund's movement, so we'll go ahead and get into that.
Yes. So we're going to go ahead and initialize, like you would like to do. I would like to get charges out of the way. And because you said he was very hungry, now, remind me, Berserkers ignore armor saves whether they have mushrooms or not. They just take mushrooms to gain extra attacks.
That is correct. The Berserker gains the benefit of his attacks don't allow an armor save because he's fanatical all the time.
Perfect.
The only thing eating the mushroom does is give you the extra attack.
We're going to go ahead and forego the mushrooms this round because I really understand how much he really wants to kill my own friends. So we're going to attempt to charge Mako.
All right.
So he's going to come through here to here. Now, Mead Merchant gives me a +1 to all of my charge distances.
Got it.
So we're going to see how that goes together. So
Yeah, it'd be good if I remembered I have a +1 to initiative too.
I've been keeping track of that for you. So he rolled a 4, which becomes a 2 to add to his movement. So his charge is 8 inches +1 makes him 9.
Oh, he's in.
Oh, he very much is in, and he's mad.
So, just to recap for folks, I had a multi-combat here where Mako had joined one combat. But because he's now been charged, Mako is pulled off of that combat. And not only is he pulled off, he loses his charge bonus. And it flips to the Berserker gains the charge bonus.
Correct.
Because Mako did not charge the Berserker. The Berserker's charge has pulled Mako off of that multi-combat. And the Berserker now gains the charge bonus.
We will then send some of our warriors around the combat that is in front of them to attempt to charge your force's front line. Okay. So we're going to start with this lone spearman here. We are going to attempt to run him around and engage your spear.
Okay.
Mead Merchant makes for a big deal, and I'm on the road. So he rolled a 3.
Yeah. So he
makes that 4. +2 for 5, plus his move of 7 makes him a 12. Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's hauling ass. All right, so that's a successful charge there, and it looks like he's maneuvering him to shut down any space movement of my own. Or movement between spaces, right?
Correct. I'm going to actually, I hadn't finished the move because I need to grab some
Now, in previous games, we've failed to control those empty spaces, and forces have been able to kind of walk through them.
Mm-hmm. So I kicked him out, but I stayed outside of connection with your thing.
Yeah. Now, just for folks to understand, we here at Red Hammer know that the book says that one enemy cannot be within 1 inch of another enemy, but we find that that causes the battlefield to get too spread out. Mm-hmm. As long as they're not touching base, they're not in combat. And we've all got enough experience that we know who's what's where. So we choose to allow that proximity in our games. So go ahead.
We will attempt to do the same thing here, to the same model, actually.
Coming around again.
Yes.
Okay.
His charge was just as effective. He is a fully armored, so instead of a 12, he'll only have 11 inches of move. But even without me turning the tape measure, it's quite significant.
Yeah, that Mead Merchant is paying off. Just that +1 really adds a lot to the charge.
Lastly, but not leastly, we are going to take this very, very insane Dane Axeman all by himself. And your warlord looks very tasty.
It's a big one, but
I can see him technically through the combat, and so I'm going to run around to get him, but I need a 5 or a 6. Ooh, that is a cocked dice. I will go ahead and re-roll that. It's the big number.
All right, he got the 6.
So he will go 6 plus 1 plus 2, or excuse me,
7.
6 plus 1 for Mead Merchant makes him 7. 8, 9, 10, and then 11, 12 for the road. So again, for 12
So remember,
inches.
that's a 3, not a 6.
Correct. So he'll get his 6-inch base move.
He's a 7-inch base move.
Oh, he is. He doesn't. Oh my gosh, he has 13 inches of movement. Well, he has more than enough to come up and tangle with your warlord with a great big Dane axe.
The warlord is already in it.
We have no other feasible charges because even with Mead Merchant and my luck, I don't know as if I can make all the way around, but I'm trying to create a fire break to hold you in place for now.
Well, you could also charge the back of Mako, couldn't
That's
you?
a very solid point. You know
I
what?
hate to help you, but
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So we will go ahead and take that one lone spearman. His roll is that of a 4, which makes him at a 2. So he is a partially armored model, which is a 7, plus 2 for the road, 8, 9, plus 2, 10, 11, plus 1 for Mead Merchant, making him a 12, which again has more than enough room to be able to come swinging around and assaulting the backside of Mako. And I'll go ahead and put a charge token on him.
yeah. So
then
the yellow tokens are charge bonuses for the defender, and red tokens are charge bonuses for the attackers.
And I'll go ahead and finish up my move and we'll recap.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. We've already covered all the charges in this third turn, but we're going to have Sigismund cover his non-charge movement so we know what we've done here.
Black Tostig is going to utilize the animal pen as cover.
So you're telling me that Black Tostig is in the pig shit?
Yes, because he knows that charging over obstacles is not something that you can do in this game, but he also wants to utilize it as defense against archers and any kind of impediments that may come from other people, and it is the most direct line, even though there are a couple of berserkers in the way. We'll see if the gambit pays off. Down here, we've moved this force down this road to try and be able to either neutralize these archers, maybe swing around behind and still get back into the boat with like a little sneaky force, and then I've moved my archers, because they had the road, 6 inches to be able to trade shots or maybe even put some wounds on the berserkers to be able to get them off the table sooner.
All right. Tactically, I feel like Tostig has an advantage here. We're all hemmed up on this backside of this bridge and already in combat, but let's see how it plays out. We've seen in Pillage just sometimes the luck of the dice can flip a game on its head, so we'll see what happens. First up is our shooting phase, and I believe I have priority this time.
You do.
All right, so from this archer, so I'm going to just be risky. So the way we play an elevated archer in regards to impediment is the impediment has to actually be between the models that he's targeting. He does not have an impediment of objects that are lower than his position. So he draws a straight line to the target. And what he's wanting to target, he's actually going to shoot into the combat with the warlord, attempting to shoot that Dane axe.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
It is a bold move, so we'll see what happens. Now, he does 2 shots. Can you measure that for me? I'm sure that it's greater than his 12-inch half.
Yeah, he is not within short range, but he is well within long range.
Yeah, so he's going to have a -1 to his shots.
But he gets a +1 because he's elevated.
Yep. So he has 2 shots. Now, the first thing we have to do is figure out the targeting. The first shot going in, if it's a 1, 2, or 3, it actually targets the warlord. And it does. We'll go ahead and roll the second shot as well and see what happens. The second shot targets the Dane axe.
That's what I'm here for.
That's nice. Now, he has to hit both. That is archery, firing at a fully armored warlord. That would be hitting on 5s. Goes to a 6 because he's long range, but goes back to a 5 because he's elevated position.
Correct. Oh, no.
He does hit the warlord. We'll go ahead and check the other round as well. The other arrow, he's firing at the
partially armored.
Second is hitting a partially armored, so that's also 5s. Becomes a 6, becomes a 5 again. And he fails.
Somebody's not getting promoted.
He fails to hit the Dane axe, but he does hit the warlord. The warlord's save is a 4, and nothing modifies that. So he's saving on a 4. And he fails, and our warlord has lost his first wound to being shot in the back by an overeager archer who overestimated his ability. So here in a moment, we'll count the wound on that, but we'll go ahead and get into his shooting with his archer. Oh, I have archers.
You did. You only moved half inches with your, or half distance with both of your archers.
So with our archers here, they're going to target this lead band of Vikings coming at them.
I love it.
They have 1 shot each. They're definitely in short range. It's 10 inch. You can check if you want.
I'll go ahead and do that for the camera.
All right.
Well within range.
Yeah, so we're shooting from here. We're going to do this archer into the lead Viking first.
Excellent.
And he's hitting on 5s because that guy's fully armored. And that's a miss. The second archer will fire at the same target. And that is also a miss. No success from our archers. And you have 2 ready to fire.
I do. And I know I will be long range with both of mine. The issue that I have is, unfortunately, there is shrubberies and fences and stuff and things between the berserkers, and so I'm not going to target them. But for posterity's sake, for the camera, we know that we are above half inches of range. We're going to go ahead and fire there. All right. So for the first one, from this lead archer, we're going to fire at the gray. He fires once, and you are unarmored, so that would normally be a 4, but it will go to a 5 because of long range.
Correct.
It is a 1. And we will use the other archer to shoot the same target. However.
There we go. Now we have a hit.
So now you will need to make your armor save.
Yeah, I am saving unarmored, so I am saving on a 6.
That t-shirt.
T-shirt save.
Ooh, it peeked at you.
Yeah. So we've lost the first man in this battle. One of our archers is cut down. That is our shooting, and we're going to come right back here in a second for our melee. Okay, we finally figured out that actually Sigismund knows how to run a camera as well. So we're going to get a little smoother as we go along. This is our first recorded battle report here at Red Hammer, so we're hoping to get better as we go. What we have to do is look at, I have priority, and so we're going to start with my charges. I'm going to start with Ulf because he retained his charge bonus. Mako is in a hopeless situation, so we're just going to let that go. Ulf is a spearman attacking a somewhat armored shieldman. He's a spearman, so he's hitting somewhat armored on 5s.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's 4, 5, 5.
Correct. 4 plus, 5 plus, 5 plus.
Yeah, so hitting on 5s, and here's my roll. Let's go, Ulf. It's a 3.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, now you'll have to attack back.
I will.
Immediately.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and go. It is a hand weapon against a partially or a fully armored. So that will mean 4s for me. That's 2.
Yeah, all right, they're going to sit there and beat on each other, and I'll remove Ulf's charge bonus.
Excellent.
Okay, we're back, and Sigismund it's his priority now, so he's going to select what charge. He's got a lot to select from. Yeah. Every one of those red discs is a Tostig's force charge.
I know that the Berserker's got 2 wounds, so even if Mako does manage to hit me, I'm going to be able to survive it if able. So we're going to go ahead and do the big one. I want to see if my Danax can put another wound on your lord. So a Danax against a fully armored on a charge.
Well, it would be a 3, becomes a 2 for your charge bonus.
Does. All right, let's see whether or not my dice will do what they normally do. Oh, he hits.
He does. All right. I'm going to handle my attack backs because we should attack at the same time. The Warlord has 2 attacks fighting back against a partially armored. So he's 3, 4, 4, becomes 4s. His first attack is a 6, that hits, and his second attack is a 1, that misses.
But he is going to be within 6 inches of your banner. You'll be able to re-roll that failed 1.
That is correct. And it's a 5, so that's 2 hits back. So we've got saves to make. My Warlord has a save against the Danax. He is normally saving on a 4, but that Danax carries a -1 to my armor.
That is correct.
So I'm saving on a 5.
No.
And he has taken his second wound.
Excellent. I have 2 saves to make at 5 plus because I'm only partially armored. Ooh, he's gonna live. He's part of the Black Bastards warband. You know this is the way this works.
That is problematic. We'll be right back. So okay, we're going to recap here. This is our Warlord's counter. He's down to 1 wound right here. And we were just talking about this. This is problematic this early in the battle because if that Warlord dies, his whole force has a morale check. Now, obviously, the Berserkers may not have to make one if they're under the influence of mushrooms, and the banner doesn't have to make one, but
actually, your entire army being in range of a horn collar and a banner will ignore morale checks.
That's possible, yeah. So we're holding out hope that they're not all going to run. But it's back to me now, and I'm going to go ahead and initiate with Mako right here. He's going to attack, and
he can hit dice for you.
Yep. Mako is going to attack that Berserker. He has 1 attack. He's 4, 5, 5, so he's hitting on 5s because that's a partially armored Berserker.
He's fully armored, but because you're a spear and not a hand weapon, he will be on a 5 plus.
Yep, so 2's a miss.
Okay. His attack's back. He does get his charge bonus. He only gets 1 attack because he's not gone crazy with his stuff. So he'll normally hit on a 4, but he's going to hit on a 3 today because of your partially armored.
Correct.
So we're going to go here. He is going to hit on a 4.
Hit.
You won't get any save for that.
Yeah, Mako has been hit by the Berserker. The Berserker's attacks allow no save, and so Mako has been wounded, falls to the ground.
Now, technically, one thing that we did forget to mention is that because Mako had an enemy model on both sides of him, or more than one, he was considered harried, and so technically he would have been a -1 to hit.
-1 to save.
-1 to a save.
Yeah.
But I don't give you any saves with a Berserker axe. That's right.
Yeah,
-1
so the
to save.
Berserker, they're really deadly, but we'll deal with it. So that's my priority. We're back to you, sir.
We're going to go ahead and do these two against this one model. So my spear will need a 5 because you are a partially armored. And my hand weapon will be a 4, but because we are charging, that will be a 4 and a 3.
Yep.
So for the spear on a 4+, that is cocked again. It is going to hit. And then for the hand weapon, it's a 3. That is going to be cocked as well, even though it's a success. That one will count. There we go, for a 4. So we have 2 hits that have landed.
All right, he's going to fight back, and we'll figure out the saves afterwards. He's going to fight back against that partially armored spearman.
Excellent.
So he's 4, 5, 5, so he'll be hitting on 5s. The -1 harry affects his save, I believe.
Correct.
So he fails.
No.
Yeah, I'm not doing well with dice rolls. Now we got to go to the saves. I have 2 saves.
And harried.
At 5s become 6s because I'm harried. That means I have multiple opponents attacking me, therefore I am harried. And he does save 1, but he fails the other. So that spearman,
I've got the tokens and you've got the model,
is going to be out of the fight, and I did not wound either of those guys. So all of our charges are done, and I do believe all of our combats are done. We've resolved the combat there.
We did.
That one's resolved, that one resolved, and that was a standstill. So that pretty much ends our melee phase. Looking into things, none of us are really interested in burning anything here.
Not today.
And we haven't triggered morale yet. Obviously not enough models lost, nor has a warlord been killed. So we're going to get ready to move in the next round here in just a second.
Turn 4.
All right, turn 4, and we've got to come over here. We're going to be rolling for initiative on turn 4.
This is the big one. The
This
biggest
is
one.
really critical round, I believe, right here.
I want to see what your +1s. Ooh, it's a 4.
It's a 4 because I do have swift as lightning.
Gotta warm this dice up. It's 6. That's what I needed.
Black Tostig, the luck of Loki is with him. So far, his forces have barely missed any attacks, and he keeps winning initiative, even with my swift as lightning. So as we get ready to move into his movement phase, what we've got right now is we have some archers who are in serious danger. Oh, we have an archer in serious danger. He has a force that hasn't taken any damage on the flank. A solid group in the center playing in pig shit. And he has managed to stove us up against the bridge, and things are looking good. But let's see what he does with his movement.
It's a big turn. Winning that initiative is going to allow me to try and stop the defense force in its tracks if I can make my charges. So let's take a look and see what we can come up with. So I'm going to bring the dice tray over. I'm going to move this tree because it's not really much in play right now, and I want to be able to stop having so many cocked die rolls. So, beginning of the phase, naturally, I'm going to call the hornblower. He is here. So I'm going to pre-measure and show the entirety of everything that is within range. So everybody is within 6 inches of him outside of this warband back here. That will be important for movements and charges as we go. So, let me make sure that that counts. I think
Horn does count for charges.
Does. Okay, here we go. All right, this lone fight of Ulf and the warrior are going to be left alone. I need to create a wall here. So we are going to start with this spearman, and he is going to charge that Danax. He rolls a 3, which is going to give him more than enough run to get there and get his charge bonus. So he will go here. Let me grab some tokens. Yep, if you don't mind. Thank you, sir. All right, so his first charge here. We are then going to take the Berserker, and we are going to charge the next Danax. Now, the beauty of this is that because you didn't charge with your Danaxes, I will be able to swing before you even get the opportunity to swing back. So the Berserker will make his charge as well. The big long road charges plus the horn coming into play. I'm going to take this model. Because he technically can fit through that gap, I'm going to assault your hornblower there.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
He rolled a 2. He'll still get his charge bonus. It's just going to be short, but because we're really close, it's not going to matter. And I'm going to place this banner, or this token here. Now, this is going to get real trafficked up real quick, because there will be some counter charges coming.
We may have to move bonus tokens, but we'll figure it out.
Okay, I got to get a couple more, because this is the one time that I want my whole army to smash as hard as possible and hold you in place so I can escape. This model will charge the lone spearman there. He will. And again, he'll gain his charge bonus for he did not roll a 1. Oops, let's not do that.
So it looks like so far Tostig's flanking force is really stopping up the defenders on this bridge, and he is left unmolested looking at just 2 berserkers.
We have a lord who will swing against the Danax, and that Danax will have to swing last. So his savior will hopefully be this man with a sword and a hand axe. He is going to get something out of it. So he is a 7 plus 1 for 8 plus 1 for 9 for Mead Merchant. And that's more than enough to get him there. So hopefully he will be able to save the Danaxman's life. There we go. We're going to keep this fight going. I cannot charge over the barriers, unfortunately.
Correct.
So the plan is to attempt long bomb charges from here to here.
Ah, okay.
So I'm going to attempt this spearman to charge that berserker.
So you have no horn and you have no road this
Correct.
time.
So he will be a straight 6. 7 is his base movement plus 3 makes 10 plus 1 for Mead Merchant makes 11, which will get me way more than I needed.
And so look at that. That spearman charges all the way across that green space into this barbarian, or into this berserker. And it must be noted that the berserkers, once in combat, cannot take mushrooms. They have to be out of combat to take mushrooms.
Correct. I'm going to attempt the same thing again with this other lightly armored individual here. Maybe the luck of Loki will keep with us. Maybe he'll betray me. He is going to keep, and again, another 11-inch move, which again, even with turning around the side of the barn, is going to get me there. So both of these are going to get there. Now, the punitive strike from this guy is going to hurt, but the plan is to get you to be held in place. That's it for charges. We'll come back after I get done with my move.
I'll go ahead and follow along with you because we're right here and you're doing it. So.
Perfection. These guys were out of range of their horn, but he is going to just full tilt run. He's going to get 8 inches to go around the corner. This one, partially armored, will get 9, but he's going to stay with his brother. The 2 archers are going to move. They are on the road, but they lose the bonus when they come off the road. So they're only going to move 4 inches. But this will give us more juicy targets. Now, the hornblower will negate basically moving over the wall. So the plan is to just move models. So 6 inches here, the lead edge of the tape measure, or the back edge of the tape measure will denote where the lead edge of the model will go. So he'll go here, he'll go here, and he will actually have to shorten his move because he's got to move around pigs. Now, where will Black Tostig go? Well, he has an 8-inch move, or a 6-inch move, so he will actually still fit inside of his group.
And as of yet, Black Tostig has not come out from behind that protective shield group.
No, he knows his place. He wants to live. We're going to move this model. It's 7 inches, so it will be unimpeded. The idea being that we want him to get out with them. Now, he is going to have to shorten his move just a little bit to get around the Black Phillip and his goat friends, but we have this here. The banners. The banner realizes that his place is better served keeping the warband where it needs to be. Now, he doesn't have enough room to get outside of the scrub or the shrubs, so he is going to post himself up here and shout encouragement to all the warriors to give them reroll 1s.
And I think he's going to affect this whole front line.
It's going to be close. There might be 2 that are outside, but it's going to be very close. This Danax, seeing that his friend is in trouble, he will move his full 6. Ignoring the wall due to the horn and placing himself as a reserve here. And lastly, we have 1 lone axeman which we're going to move him right up to the wall because he cannot get to the other side. And he's going to stay here and provide himself as backup. And that is the end of my move.
All right, so let's get a finger to help kind of just recap what happened here for you.
We have a large group that has swept in and created a series of charges to hopefully hold your army in place. The main core of the army to try and get away on the Gore wall is here. We have a banner that is going to lend support to the vast majority. We have 2 additionals that are kind of flanking around to try and sneak onto the Gore wall. And we have 2 archers that are going to lend their aid onto the battlefield in various places.
Fantastic. What a great move for Tostig's force. I think that you are easily within a turn 5 chance of victory if you want it. However, if Tostig's men are bold enough, they could actually get some loot as well and secure a major victory.
We shall see.
Escaping will give you a minor, but with a little boldness, you might be able to pull a major. So we're going to go to my movement, and we'll be back. Hey, we're back at it. Sigismund leading Tostig's army has done a really good job of capping up my force here. I am blocked from being able to get through. We've checked these spaces. There's virtually no space for models. Remembering in Pillage, no model can move through the base of another model. So if the model's base doesn't fit in the slot, they can't move through it. That means in this area, there's only one space that I can even remotely come to support. So we're going to get into that. This warrior right here is going to conduct a charge on that fighter because I believe I can bring him in without touching the base. Remembering in Redhammer, as long as you're not touching the base, you're not in combat. So this is the charge roll, and it's a 3. So provided that he squeezes in there.
Which he does.
Just barely. He'll come in to support that hornblower. And that's his charge bonus. Back here, this spearman is going to step up to this position, touching both bases, allowing him to lend support to either one of those fighters. He can't lend support to both, but he can lend support to one of them when they're attacked. That spear provides a -1 to be hit. The same thing is going to happen.
Do you want to walk him in or do you want to charge him?
This spearman here is actually going to charge that spearman.
Excellent.
And that's a 3, so he's in as well.
Perfect.
He's there.
Don't forget your bonus.
Your
token.
We'll grab that. We're going to put it behind because we have a little more movement. This is a little shimmying action because I need to make some space. This banner is going to move to this location. This warrior is going to move out to this location. He's out of the way for a reason. This warrior is going to move up to this location because we want to make room for this spearman to transition along here through these gaps and come to this location where
has plenty of movement to do so.
Where he is providing support to either of those warriors. This warrior will then just step up. I'm going to move this charge bonus.
Yep.
Just because it's in the way of all these models. A very, very sticky area of the battlefield.
That's the plan.
And we'll remember that this charge bonus applies to that spearman.
Indeed.
So of that area, I have a charge there and I have a charge there.
Perfect.
Everything else is either in combat or spears supporting combat.
What's he doing?
Okay, over here.
What's he doing?
It's his movement phase. He will consume mushrooms.
Yes.
We have to roll the chart the moment he consumes the mushrooms.
Ooh,
it's a 3.
Right down the middle.
So he is able to act normally. Remember, on a 1 and a 2, he's in a stupor.
I believe it's a 1 for stupor and 6 to attack your friends.
Yeah, so he is now actually going to charge that Danax.
Ooh, big move. Love that.
No? Yes, I've already declared it. So he's going to do it.
He's in. He's very much in.
So he's going to come around, make contact there with a charge bonus.
Oh. That Danax will not be able to fight back if the Berserker kills him. Okay, and you have one other unengaged model here, sir.
Our archer is going to move 4 inches because he wants to still shoot. He's going to move 2 inches back and 2 inches behind the building as best he can. Puts him right there, and he will be hopefully putting some fire downrange there.
Excellent.
All right. I think that's everything I have that can move. Everything else is tied up in combat. We've got quite a mess to work through, but first we have shooting.
We do. We'll
and
be back.
It is you. Okay, we're back for Sigismund's shooting phase. He's smiling because he's been laughing about whatever it is he's planning to try here. I think that we did discover that I pulled my archer away behind the building here and made those shots difficult, if he's able to make them at all. So.
They are impossible, unfortunately, so I will not be able to target your archer, but in the spirit of our loving game here, Black Tostig's men do not generally like Black Tostig's men, so we are going to shoot, oh, dear Ulf, the poor lone warrior.
We're going to shoot the Dringer Ulf.
Do we want the Dringer Ulf to be out of the way?
You're going to be shooting over two barricades.
Two barricades and then into melee, so let's see how we do. And there's a goat. So... Are we within short range? We are not, so it will be long range. He is a fully armored model, which means I would normally need a 5, but we're not going to get to that. First off, we're going to see whether or not this shot hits the barrier on a 1, 2, or 3. Ooh, it's going
clears.
1, 2, or 3. No, it's stuck.
It does impact on that second barrier.
All right. The guy with the cool hat. Let's see if he's got better. Maybe the sun was in his eyes. No,
he stops on that first barrier.
I didn't want to shoot into the Berserker because while I have better line of sight against him, I really need both of those models to attack the Berserker in order to be able to pull him off the table.
Right, okay, well, back to my shooting here in just a second. What we got is we have an archer who's curved the building 4 inches. He's moved half his distance, so he gets 1 shot. He's going to take a shot at that lead Viking. He's trying to slow these guys down. He's 4.55. He needs a 5. He's definitely within 10 inches, so no negative. He gets it. He gets it. You'll need a save.
4+ because he's a fully armored Viking. He's gonna save on.
He takes it on the shield, no problem. Now to the big shot up here. Our Watchman Archer. He actually had a shot at Black Tostig. He would have had to have cleared that man. But since that Berserker has charged that, now he would have to clear that whole melee. So he's up here cursing that Berserker for screwing the chance to finally put Black Tostig on the ground. So instead, what he's going to do is he's going to shoot. He wants to try to diminish forces. He's going to shoot this partially armored baton. It is definitely within 25, but definitely over half. So he has 2 shots. They're hitting on 4.55, so he's hitting on 5s. Becomes
4s for elevation.
4s for elevation, but goes back to 5s for distance.
Yes.
So 2 shots at 5, and we have 1 has landed. You'll have your save, sir.
Which I believe is a 6 because he is walking around in a t-shirt.
No, he has a shield.
Oh, he does.
Partially armored.
5 up. Oh,
that's good.
That's not good.
Yeah. We've finally taken 1 man of Black Tostig's forces down.
Goodbye, Horncaller.
And I believe you have priority on...
I do.
Yeah, melees.
So we'll go ahead and pop off and we'll be right back.
Okay, Sigismund's melee. He gets priority and the first choice.
I have 2 and you have 2 wounds, so I am going to endeavor to try and take your Berserker off.
Got it.
So, he is a not armored fighter.
That is correct. This Berserker has no armor and just hand weapons.
So he will be being hit on a... Normally this would be a 4.55, but he will be a 3 this turn.
Yep, because he's a 4 with a
spear.
+1 bonus for his charge.
This would be a 3.44, but he'll be a 2 because of the hand weapon.
Correct.
So we're going to look for a 3 for the spear. I'm going to do this into the plot armor rolling tray here. So 3s, yes, and then 2s for the hand axe. Yes, we'll put 2 wounds on him.
Two shots have hit. He will attack back.
He will.
And he gets 2 attacks.
He is not the mushroom guy.
That's correct. He only gets 1 attack. He's going to attack the first guy who attacked him, which I believe was a spearman.
It is.
He is a berserker with a hand weapon. He's 3.45 or 3.44, and you are partially armed, so he's 4s to hit.
Indeed.
Oof, that's a hit.
That's a dead.
And there's no save from a berserker, so he'll die. But my berserker also has 2 saves.
At t-shirt.
At 6s.
Oh, no.
Those are not 6s.
Ooh.
Those are not 6s.
No, those are definitively not 6s, my friend.
No. This could be a lesson in t-shirt berserkers. Okay.
Put him over here. All right. That would be my priority done. It is now your priority for whomever you want to swing with.
My priority, I am going to go to this berserker now, fighting Danax. He has 2 attacks. He's 3/4/4, so he's hitting on 4s, but it becomes 3s.
Yes.
Because he charged.
Make him suffer. Well,
we have 1.
That's all you need.
And you don't get your simultaneous attack back because you are a Danax.
Who was charged.
We'll take away that charge bonus. So that berserker just deleted the Danax.
Indeed he did.
We're happy for that. And it goes to you, sir.
Okay, at this point, there's no pivotal swings. I do want to try and force a morale check, even though you have banners and horn collars all over the place. It is important to try and do. So I am going to swing with that lone axeman against your lord.
Okay.
He will need 3s to hit you because he is a charge.
Wait. Yes, you're... Oh, that axeman.
That one. Yep.
Okay, yeah, he was a charge.
He was. So he'll be normally...
he's 4/5/5. No, he's 3/4/4.
3/4/4s.
Yeah.
So he'll be a 3+ because you're fully armored. All right, here we go on a 3+. It is a 4 to hit.
That is a hit. All right. That draws my warlord's attacks back to you.
Correct.
He has 2 attacks, and he is 3/4/4. So he's hitting on 4s because you're partially armored. We have 1 hit.
Okay.
My warlord's save, and this is crucial, it is his last wound, is a 4.
It is a 4+.
That is not a 4.
That will also not trigger my Danax, which was going to fight next, but yes. And then for me, I have a 5+ save because I am partially armored. He is going to live on the way out.
The luck of Tostig. I tell you what sacrifices he must have made to the trickster god. So with that, we'll remove our warlord, and at the end of this turn, it is going to trigger morale regardless of my dead because the warlord has died. Moving on to me, priority. We'll just start clearing some of this out. I'm going to name this battle right here a priority.
Yes.
When you name priority in Melee, it's not one model. You're naming an entire combat. So that means that the horn caller, the guy who charged, and this guy who charged, they're all going to fight simultaneously with your guy.
Who charged?
I'm going to start with the hand weapon out there. He's a 3/4/4. So he'll be hitting on 4s, becomes 3s because of the charge. That's a miss.
But
there is a banner.
That's right.
Right there. And that was a 1. So we'll re-roll that.
Hey.
And there's the 3 we needed. Well, just go ahead and shoot all the rest of mine, and then you can choose yours. The horn caller is a hand weapon. So he's 3/4/4 hitting on 4s. Because he did not charge, there's another 1. And we'll re-roll that. And that is not a 4, which he needed. And then our spear is 4/5/5. He did charge, so his 5 becomes a 4. And that is a hit. So your guy has two wounds.
He is a spear. He's going to attack the horn caller because, 1, I want to take that away from you, and 2, he is the least armored of the 3.
Yeah.
So, normally on 4s, because he charged, would become a 3.
Yep.
He is going to hit on a 4.
All right, so saves go like this. You got 2, and my horn caller has 1.
I have a 5-up save on both of them, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the dice tray over. I also rolled like you, and he is super dead.
And my horn caller has a 6-up save.
He does.
Your guy also was harried, but it doesn't matter.
Not at this point.
My horn caller was not harried, so he is a 6-up save, and that is not a 6 again. So the horn caller has died.
We have both removed both of our war horns.
All right, and that is back to you, sir.
I'm going to use the Berserker because he charged and he is fighting a Danax, which means the Danax will not have the opportunity to fight back.
And that's this combat right here.
That one right here.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead. He has no support anywhere, so you are a fully armored, so it would normally be 3/4/4s. Goes to 4s, charge for 3s. So he needs a 3 or better. It is going to hit, and it will kill him.
It will kill him, and he is a Danax who did not charge, and so he does not get a simultaneous attack. So that Danax is just dead.
All right, your priority, sir.
All right. As I see it, we have
This one was part of
a
that
couple
big combo.
fights left. I do have... Here's the problem. Even if I initiate this Danax, he fights last.
He does.
Because he did not charge.
So
I'm going to do the Spearman over here.
Perfect.
The Spearman is going to attack your fully armored combatant.
He is a fully armored and weapon and shield.
Yeah, so I'm 4-5-5. I am 5s because I did not charge.
Correct. Oh,
did.
He's in.
And you're fighting back.
I am. Now, as a hand weapon with a charge, it would normally be 3-4-4. You are partially armored?
Fully armored.
Fully armored, so it would be 4s. Goes down to 3s, but goes back up to 4s because you have spears in defense.
That is correct. I've got 2 spears defending him.
So I'm going to need a 4+. That is not a 4+.
All right, and you have save, sir.
I do, and that's going to be a 4+ save. No, sir.
All right, we have managed to finally get a few of Tostig's men out of the fight.
That's good.
Knowing Black Tostig, he will leave these guys fighting and dying in the streets. It's amazing anyone follows him. Where does he get these people?
He gets them very drunk. That's why he's a mead merchant. He plies them with booze and says, let's go kill things.
Okay.
He's like, who are we killing? Friends? Enemies? We don't care.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. Because you have to ask the question, who would follow Black Tostig?
Well, he feeds them in mead and he feeds them in gold and riches and things that he's stolen, so.
Okay, so...
Last one.
Last one, and it's you.
You are partially armored, so it'd be 4-5-5s going down to 4s for the charge. It is going to hit.
All right, so he has to save before he can attack because his attack is not simultaneous. He does not have a shield, so he's partially armored, so his save is a 5.
Come on. No.
That is not a 5. So again, another Danax pays the cost of not making a charge. And with that, having only lost 1, Black Tostig's forces have eliminated the entirety of the front line of Arn. And what we're going to do is kind of recap where we're at. We'll be back with the 5th round here in a minute. Okay, we're in the very end of round 4. We've got to handle morale situation. We lost our warlord here, and that triggers a morale across the whole army. We've already checked some of this to be sure. Remember this berserker right here, 8 mushrooms, so he's immune to morale. This warrior is in melee, so he's immune to morale. This whole group of warriors is within 6 inches of that banner, so they're immune to morale. That leaves our archer here and our archer here, who both have to check morale. So, rolling on a 1, he will flee combat.
No!
This face right here.
Yeah.
It's one of those days on the pillage table. And so this archer, seeing that he is not long for the world, leaps into the water and is swimming downriver. He's had enough. I want to point out over here, that brings us to 9 off the board. And when I hit 11, I have to make another morale check. So we have an archer up here.
Let's hope he decides he wants to stay cozy in his tower.
He's questioning what's happening, but he's going to stay here in the tower. He's got a bird's eye view of the battle, and he can see this is not going well. So with that said, morale is done. We'll come back here in just a second with the beginning of turn 5.
Turn 5.
All right, here we go. Turn 5 disc has gone down, and we've got to roll for priority. Now, this is a critical priority here, obviously. I have lost my warlord, and so I lose my faster than lightning. I do not get a bonus.
2.
I got a 5.
That's going to hurt.
All right, the defenders finally catch a break. With that being said, we're going to switch over here so I can handle movement. Okay, so far, from my reading of this, Tostig has really dominated the field. We've got a little combat back here, but his forces have just chewed this up, destroying Danaxes left and right. But there's a slight tactical chance. The gods have been beneficial to us. So we're going to get started right off the bat with our movement. The first thing is this berserker has to roll on his mushroom dice, and this is critical. It's a 4. he can act normally. He's going to charge Tostig.
No surprise.
And it's a 2. He doesn't need much. It's a successful charge. He'll come in not touching that combatant, leaving the space right there. Now, Sigismund and I have reviewed this situation. We believe this is true. This space is wide enough for this base without him to touch that base. This warrior, if he's bold enough, he can shoot that gap and come into Tostig back there. This is how we play Pillage here. We don't block things by an inch. It takes up too much space. So this warrior, having witnessed the fall of Arn, becomes enraged, and he is going to attempt to thread the needle and make a charge on Tostig as well. He is normally a 6-inch movement, and he's going to fail to get the bonus. The question is, he still gets the extra 1 inch. Is 7 inches enough? I think it's going to be, but we'll find out for sure. So 4 inches, 3.5 will get him to the center. And then another 3 is 6.5. He'll make the distance.
He has half of his normal move, right?
No, only if he can't make the distance.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So he's got the distance.
He has the distance to make the charge, which means it is a charge, but he doesn't get the charge bonus. So he gaps, and he's going to come in on Tostig here.
Don't forget, here we go for your Berserker.
The Berserker did gain a charge bonus. I'm going to set it up here for now.
Yeah.
While it's there.
Yeah. There might be more.
All right, so to recap again, the Berserker gets a charge bonus because he did make the charge. The guy who made this charge, he has the distance to make the charge, but he rolled a 1, so he doesn't get the charge bonus. When you roll a 1, the only thing you lack is the charge bonus.
Right.
As long as they're still within range, you can still run into combat.
Excellent.
So he's in combat. Now, what we want to do is limit who can help him. So, across the board, this spearman is going to charge that spearman.
He's in.
He's in.
Easy enough.
This spearman is going to charge that berserker.
He's
still going to be in, but he won't have a charge bonus.
We should get your other bonus tokens
I got
there.
It.
Yep.
I got it. We'll put that there. So that's that one. Over here, we've got some hand weapons. We're going to have this hand weapon charge that Danax.
Not my Danax.
He's in with a big 3. So he'll go to there, staying out of combat with him.
Correct.
This hand weapon is going to charge that hand weapon, and he will also be in. I'm going to double check the distance. So he is 7 plus 1 for 8.
Plus the road.
Plus the road. So he's got more than enough room because I actually want him to wrap around a little.
I like that.
To there. He has a charge bonus.
Yes.
Oh, that was dumb.
Yep. You're going to block their attack to that other Danax.
Well, I can still do it. He's got enough room to squeeze through. This spearman is going to attempt a long charge on that Danax.
All right.
He is fully armored.
Yep.
So he is 6 plus 2 for the road and plus 3.
Big 3.
He's definitely in.
He's got
so he's going to
already.
split the gap. He's going to turn around and hit that charge on the Danax, which means the Danax won't fight simultaneous.
Correct.
This spearman is going to charge that warrior. Another failed charge bonus. He's in, but he doesn't get the bonus. I've already moved him, so he's down. And I didn't leave room for him to come in.
You do have one additional charge bonus. This guy did make his.
Got it.
Yep, right there.
This warrior right here, we're going to maximize his movement because I don't think... You know what? I'm going to try it.
Yeah, what do you got?
He's moving on a 7 because he's partially armored.
Yep.
Plus 2 on the road.
8, 9.
He's going to go for that long charge.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Ooh, he's in. Well,
so
maybe. Let's take a look.
that's 7 plus 3 for 10 plus 2 for the road for 12.
That's easily 12. Ooh,
7 gets him to there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in. So he pulled it off. He sees he can't get into these fights. He's going to run along. He's going to come up and join this fight.
Beautiful charge.
And just like that,
the tables have turned.
The tactical situation looks a little better for our forces. If I can point out up here, With Pillage and Redhammer, what we found is many of us have a lot of gaming experience. We've played 40K for years in other games, and sometimes you can get 2 or 3 rounds into a game and you know the game's over. It's just done. You're just moving models for no purpose. With this damn game, one of the things that Guillaume has done is he's created a game where no matter how hopeless it gets, it seems like this game can flip on the head. Because the game is so balanced, what happens is your decisions and luck play so much more into the game than rules. And so with a little bit of luck, things can flip. Here we're in a situation with a little bit of luck, regardless of how much ass kicking I've taken, we can stop Tostig from escaping. I think, I have my banner. He's just going to move up as far as he can to support. He's not a spearman, so he's not adding lending support, but I want to try to get banner support as far as I can. And with that, that's going to end my movement.
All right, welcome back. Our turn 5 move is going to be a bit cagey, so I'm going to move this out of the way because I'm going to try and pull the Berserker off of Tostig. If I can get the Berserker to not fight Tostig, I have a good chance of at least eliminating.
So we're talking about a charge from this warrior into the Berserker, which would pull that Berserker off of the combat with Tostig.
Actually, because of the fact that I want to be able to maximize my moves, it's not going to be this warrior.
Oh.
It's going to be this one.
You're going to long bomb charge it into the Berserker.
I'm going to try and wrap him around. Ooh, actually, you know what? Before I make that charge, I do need to do a different thing. I need to take this model and I need to engage here to try and help fold into your line.
Got it.
So we're going to start with this model here, and he's going to charge around the Berserker and make contact with that spearman.
Got it.
He will make contact with Mead Merchant and all the abilities of his move. He will get there. So he will charge.
All right, so that spearman now has a multiple combat, and he'll be harried in his defense.
Now we are going to work on your Berserker. So if I make this charge, he'll lose his charge bonus because of the fact that he was charged.
And be pulled off.
So we are now going to use this model to do that with. He will make it, but just. So he is a 7 normally, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
Merchant. Yep.
Mead Merchant for 11. So I'm going to bring him all the way back here. Just here. And what I will do is I will turn this model just a little bit.
And pull him off of Tostig
just a little bit, yep. And we'll keep this here and this here, so that way we understand who's doing what.
So that Berserker has been pulled off of Tostig and is now pulled into that combat.
Correct. And then I will charge with this model into the Berserker to try and provide
just like
support.
that, the situation that I had has gone to crap.
So we're going to do him here also. Now, that Berserker will most likely murder somebody before he gets the opportunity, or before he dies, but I'm going to do everything in my power to try and kill him. I have no further charges. Everything else has been charged, so it'll just be standard moves from this point on.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of movement from the rest of this stuff, but let's see what you do.
Okay. Banner's going to stay. He doesn't really need to move in. He's doing his job. He's supporting everyone, and if anybody wishes to engage him, he would have to fight at the barricade. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to pull him off the barricade a little bit, so that way he can deny the ability for enemies to fight him. This model is a fully armored model. He would normally go 6, but he's going to go 4. He's going to vault the top of this, and Tostig yells at him as he goes by, "Prepare the ship." These two models, now seeing that the archer is out of the way, are going to make a break for the ship. This one going 8 inches down the road to get to the boat. This one going 9 because he's partially armored to catch up to his friend as well. The two archers, seeing the situation be the way the situation is, are decided that they are not going to be providing ranged fire support. They want out. So they are going to move their full 8 inches because at this point in time, there's too many melees, too many barricades, and too many things for them to deal with. Tostig calls out, "Get the ship ready. We are leaving."
Got it. Okay. As I read it, moving into the shooting phase, there's only one who can shoot, and it's this guy right here.
He has all range all day.
He is going to fire from his position at that lone warrior right there.
Excellent.
He has no impediments because, again, we rule that if you have direct line of sight with nothing between you from an elevated position, there's no impediments.
See if he's within 12.5. That's the big one. He is not yet.
Yeah, he's going to have a -1 due to his range, but a +1 because of elevation. So that'll wash. He does have 2 shots, and he is firing at a fully armored figure. So he would be 4, 5, 5. It's 5s because of the up-down. He got 1 hit.
He did. 4-up save for the lone warrior to scoot by. Oh, he is super dead. Caught out in the open.
Finally.
I should have raised his shield. Well, it wouldn't have mattered because he rolled a 1.
And you're not in melee.
But I'm not in melee.
Yeah. So the archer did manage to finally take someone out. He's trying to just defend that ship from being boarded and give time for the forces of now dead Arn to pull something off. Your archers do not have shooting.
They ran.
And priority for fighting will go back to me, I believe.
They will.
Okay, priority. We are going to, trying to think if anything really matters here. I don't have any Dane axes left. We're going to fight our Berserker fight first.
I think that's wise.
All right, our Berserker lost his charge bonus because he was pulled off by both those combatants. He is in mushroom, and we've already checked his mushroom, so he's going to attack. He's going to attack the armored warrior.
Excellent.
Because he didn't get a save if I hit you.
Indeed, he does not.
2 attacks, hitting on 3, 4, 4 becomes 4s. Neither.
Are you within range of the banner for that 1?
We got to check. It is a 6-inch range, and he is in range.
Ooh, it's a big deal.
Come on. There it is.
Yes. So he will die.
But he will get to attack because he is simultaneous attacking.
He is.
So both your fighters will attack back.
And they both have the same thing. So you are wearing a t-shirt.
I am.
So you will be hitting on 2s.
No, wait, I'm sorry. That's the one that's in a gambeson.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
So partially armored would be normally 3, 4, 4. Goes to 3s.
Yep.
Because of the charge bonuses. Here we go. Ooh, but I too am within range of a
You
banner.
are.
Let's see if we can't make it happen.
Ah, okay.
So you have your 5-up saves to make, sir.
I have 2 5-up saves. No, he's harried.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, so his 5-up saves become 6s. No.
Ooh.
And that's 2 wounds,
And
so that will kill him.
And I will lose this guy.
And I'm going to pull these charge bonuses out of here.
Yep, you can take the one off the building too, because that was technically from the Berserker that I stole from him.
All right.
Okay.
That wraps up my priority attack.
Yep.
And what about you?
Well, there are a million different charge bonuses that we have to worry about, so it doesn't really matter. Dane axes will always go last, except here, because you didn't charge me and you don't get your bonus. So I think we'll go simultaneously with that one. Or
That is correct.
Yeah. So even though you'll be, well, I won't have that problem. So let's do that one. I'll just do that one to see what we can come up with. So we'll do this hand weapon and Dane axe here.
Okay.
So your hand weapon, so my Dane axe is no charge bonus. You're partially armored, so that it will be, it would be normally what?
Be 3, 4, 4 becomes.
I think his Dane axes are 2, 3, 3s.
Yeah, so 2, 3, 3s.
So he'll be a 3+ against you. So here we go. No!
Rolls 2.
So the Dane axe does nothing.
And my guy fighting back is a 3, 4, 4 becomes 4s.
Oh!
I'll take that right there.
Oh! Looking for a 5-up save. Oh, he's so close. But he died.
Yes.
He died.
Okay. That goes to my priority.
It does?
We've done the important part. Well, we haven't actually. I'm going to do this Shieldman fighting Tostig.
Yes.
He has 1 attack against your warlord.
Yep, one of my charge bonuses is missing. This guy charged this turn.
Okay.
Okay.
And so that is 3, 4, 4. So he needs 4s. He did not get a charge bonus.
Correct.
He does not hit.
Okay, Tostig on the return. The bloody bastard of Sippingham. You are fully armored, so looking for 4s as well. Oh, he's angry. He's so angry. Why is he so mad?
All right, I am fully armored, so my saves are 4s.
Indeed.
I'm not harried for any reason.
Oh.
Those are not 4s.
Oh, he's so mad. He's just so mad.
Things were going well.
Things are fine.
They're not going well now. And that brings us to your priority.
It does. So we are going to push for the one charge that we have here, that you have a charge as well. So hand weapon against you, which normally would be 3, 4, 4. You are partially armored, so it'll down to 3s.
Yep.
So that is going to hit on a 4, and then the spear will be a 5 because he gets no bonus. And he will hit as well.
Okay, so 2 hits on him.
Correct.
My spear's charge bonuses against your spear. He'll fight that, so it's 4, 5, 5. I need 5s, becomes 4s.
Perfection. Oh, yeah.
That's a hit.
There it is.
Now I have 2 saves. Mm-hmm. He is fully armored, so that's
2 at 4.
4s, but he's harried because it's multiple combat, so it becomes 5s. Those are not 5s.
I've got the 1, and he'll need a 5-up save as he has a partially armored. Oh, he's also dying.
All right, so this spearman has been slain. Charge bonuses go away.
Yep.
And that combat looks like this. There's nothing left there but Tostig's men. Now they've been diminished.
All right, that would be your turn for priority, sir.
All right. Let's see. I think, if I'm correct, it's mine and mine against yours.
Yes, because I have the snow bases.
Yeah. So I'm going to fight this combat. I'll start with the guy there. He's hand axe 3, 4, 4. Would be 4s becomes 3s because he charged. And that's not a 3, but he is within the banner.
Yes, he is.
So he'll reroll. Yes. That is a 3. And then the spearman is 4, 5, 5, needing 5s because he did not charge.
Ooh.
So we have 2 hits on that warrior.
Right, there's the saves. And my hand weapon back. I'm going to go against the mostly not armored guy, so he'll hit on a 3 because he's wearing a t-shirt. He is going to hit him.
All right, so my guy saving on a 6. That's not a 6.
I have to save normally on 5s, but because I am now harried, I will be on boxcars. No.
No. All right, so we have warriors who have all been slain in this area as well.
All right, my priority, again, I'm going to use my berserker because he is alive and well. He is only engaged with the spearman.
Right there.
So he will hit on a 4. He did not charge. You are partially armored. Yep. Or is he fully armored? No, he's in Gamison. He's fully armored.
Yes, he is fully armored.
So he'll need 4s. And that means your guys died because he rolled a 6.
Yep.
But he gets to swing on the way out.
He does get to fight back. He's 4, 5, 5, hitting on 5s. That's not a 5.
Okay.
So this spearman has been killed by the berserker, and that will trigger my morale at the end of this turn.
Yeah, I think mine is actually going to pop off too. So
we are down to these last few combats located back here, and it's my priority. I'm going to see if we can save Ulf. So this combat, and I'll start with that charge bonus. That is a hand weapon, 3, 4, 4, needing 4s becomes 3s because he charged. And that's a hit. Ulf will fight 4, 5, 5, needing 5s.
Yes.
That's cocked.
Very cocked. Still.
All right, we'll go over here.
Okay.
And he misses. Is he within 6 of that banner?
Let me take a look. From the front edge to the front edge. Yes, he has just enough range.
Just enough. He'll re-roll the 1, and it's still a 1.
All right, so I have 1 save, and I will roll that in a second. The hand weapon will go against the partially armored version, which is the guy who came in on him. Yeah, so he'll go against the partially armored guy. He'll need a 4. He's going to hit him on the way out.
All right, so saves go like this. You have 1 save.
I do.
And I have 1 save.
No minuses to either one of us. We're both partially armored. 5 up.
You are harried, sir.
6 up, so he's dead.
And I have a 5 up save as well.
Correct.
That is not a 5.
We are killing each other in grand fashion.
In normal pillage fashion, these later rounds of the game just get deadly and people die all over the place. We have one combat left.
Yep,
And
you
it
get to
is here.
swing.
So I did charge you. You're a Dane axe, so I am 4/5/5. I need 5s to hit you. Becomes 4s because I charged.
Roll me a 3. That's not what.
That's a 4.
Not helpful.
You have to save before attacking.
Come on, 5. No, that's a 2, and it's very, very flat.
All right.
He's super dead.
So we did manage to take out a Dane axe before it could attack.
That's a problem.
I think the melees are done. Before we get to morale, let's recap what's happened here. Arn's forces did finally rally out of the bridge contained area. And having done so, they've rushed out and engaged Tostig's forces. Some bold warriors did try to attack Tostig directly, both being lost in this combat, both a berserker and a shield warrior. What's left here for the forces of Arn is this banner, shieldman, spearman, and over here. So we've done well. We have a lot, but Tostig's forces have the whole center as well as all of that and that. It's looking a little hopeless, but we'll see what happens. We do have to contend with morale.
We do.
Give us a second. We're going to look at it, and then we'll come back. Okay, we're back for round 5's morale phase. We do have to trigger morale because of the number of models that we both lost.
Correct.
We're both over half of our forces are dead now. And so what we've done is we've looked, and this is my Raven banner, the banner of Guthrum, and it is affecting all of my ground forces here. So this whole ground force is saved. That leaves just the archer. And so that's cocked. We'll go over here. On a 2, he stays. And Sigismund's force.
I have 2. So that banner we checked is well within range of all of my models in the middle of the field as well, save for these 2 on the end. So the hand weapon and shield, he's fine. The Dane axe is also fine. Ooh, it peeked at it. It peeked at it.
Flirting with ones. But that ends our morale phase for turn 5. We'll be back in a moment as we go to turn 6.
Yep.
All right.
Turn 6.
All right, turn 6 of 10. And we have to roll for our priority.
Yep.
No bonus for me.
Ooh, that's a good solid roll. And you will have it again.
All right.
Big deal this run.
We'll come back to you in just a second. So, all right, turn 6. Arn's forces need to try to stop Tostig. His forces are too high in number. We've got to go for the big gambit, and we're going to try that right now. First up, this fully armored warrior is going to charge Tostig. They have seen Arn die, and they are intent on making this happen. That's a 3. So he is 6 plus 2 for the road and plus 2 for that. So he is well within. Well, let's make sure. So 6 plus 2.
It's 10.
Yep, 10, because he can slip that gap right there as long as he doesn't end near that warrior. So he can wrap behind Tostig to here.
That's a problem.
And I'm going to set that over there. That's his charge bonus. Next, young Ulf is going to run to charge Tostig as well.
Let's see what he gets.
It's a
roll the 1.
So we got to see if he has enough. He's 6 plus 2 for the road plus 1. So that's 9 inches. It's going to be enough to walk in, but he's not going to have a charge bonus.
They're intent on him being captured.
I have barely just enough room for this banner to slip, and end up there.
Because we don't believe in it being more than an inch away.
You just got to not be touching the,
That's right.
the base. So this banner is going to attempt that charge. I'll do it over here.
Ooh, he's in.
Okay, so he's a 7 plus 2 plus 2.
Yes.
So he is definitely able. He fits that gap.
Yep.
He fits that gap.
Yes.
Which means he walks or he steps right into that combat.
And he'll need his charge token.
His charge token will be set right next to the other one. So our charge tokens are there and there.
Question. For priority, do I have to choose the mushrooms at the beginning of my turn? So if I get charged, I still don't get to use my mushrooms?
That is correct. You must do mushrooms outside of combat, which means it has to be at the beginning of your movement phase. I have a couple charges I want to make because I want to stop people from coming into that combat. So this warrior here is going to charge that warrior.
Okay.
He's going to walk in, but he's not going to have a charge bonus. So he's there. This warrior here is going to charge that berserker.
He's got this.
He's in.
Oh, yeah. And he'll get a bonus for it, too.
And that is all of my movement. Recap what we've done. We have 3 charges that have come into Tostig. That one and that one have a bonus. Ulf does not have a bonus. We have 1 charge that has come into this warrior and a charge that has come into the berserker. And that ends my movement.
It's up to you now, sir.
All right, Sigismund.
Well, I see your charges, and I raise you pulling off of my combats. So we're going to try and pull at least a couple of you off of the combat. So I have line of sight for the charges, and because Mead Merchant is such an effective thing, I'm going to try and pull some of these out. So we know that these 2 here, the banner and him, have their charges. So first things first, we are going to attempt to make a long bomb charge here into him. If we can get him, we can pull him off of Tostig. It's a 3. So he is a 6.
So that's a 2.
6 plus 2 plus road is 2, which is 10, plus Mead Merchant for 11. It's well within range. So he flies to his lord's defense. Why he does that, no one really knows. He pulls him off, removes his charge token, and replaces it with himself.
Yep.
We're going to then attempt to do the Dane axe into the same model.
Okay.
He needs essentially the same roll. That is not the same roll, so let's do the math.
Yeah.
But he's partially armored, so he is 7 plus 1 plus 2 makes 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 inches is well more than enough for me to get. Could have gone to the banner, but we're going to go here. And we will place a charge token. Mead Merchant, once again, proving itself. Now we are going to try and remove the charge bonus from the banner by charging the banner.
Yep.
So, anything but a 1, it is a 6.
In. Yeah, that's a 6.
I'll just move him slightly off of Tostig.
Yeah, and
then I will flip this charge to me. And then I will begin my regular moves. Now I have a 20-inch range with bows, and you are in a tower.
Yep.
And at this rate, everyone's engaged in close combat.
So to recap, with a man in the tower, that front line becomes an impediment. It's a barricade.
It does.
That you have to shoot past to hit him.
So
as long as he's touching it, which he is, he does not have the barricade impediment.
Okay. So because we're on the road, we're going to move 6 inches with them, which is half of their full movement. They're going to get up to the edge of the boat, and they're going to start shooting up at him and making him wonder about his life choices.
They gain the benefit of barricade as well.
They do.
They are hiding behind the edge of the boat.
We are going to try and trade shots. And last but certainly not least, we have the banner bearer. The banner bearer is going to walk forward, and he is going to grab 2 pigs.
Yeah, he can carry 2 pieces of loot. The moment that he picks up loot, he stops.
Correct.
So he is grabbing loot. Remember, the major victory for Tostig is 6 men on the boat and 2 pieces of loot.
7 because Tostig has to be there.
Yes, correct. The minor victory is Tostig and 4 men with no loot. All right. So
your priority, your shooting.
when it comes to my shooting, we can go right into that because it's fairly easy. He's here. He's actually going to take a shot at your banner bearer.
Okay.
So by my reading from his position, I don't have the barricade to deal with yet because he has the elevated position.
He does indeed.
But he does have to shoot your guy. So I don't read anywhere that I don't think loot applies as multiple targets.
No.
So impediments. So, but he is certainly at long range. So he is fully armored, I believe.
Yes, fully armored
bannerman. So he's 4-5-5 would be 5s, becomes 6s for range, becomes 5s again because of elevation.
Indeed.
And that's a 1.
And you get 2 shots because you don't move.
Thank you. And that's a 3.
Alrighty. My guys only have one target. We know they're in range. They know they're long range, but we are going to shoot up at you. So we'll see if we hit the side of your barricade first.
Yep. 1, 2, 3 for the barricade.
1 goes through.
1 does go through.
Now he needs, at long range, 4s become 5s for long range because you're not wearing any armor.
That's correct.
That's a 1.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get to re-roll.
All right, so the archers are finished, and we're going to move right into melee. Priority is me, correct?
It is.
All right, we'll do the flip around here. Okay, priority. No Dane axes. There's really nothing. It's nothing critical on how it's done. So I'm going to fight Ulf first. We're going to try and get a wound on Tostig.
I love it.
4, 5, 5. It's a 5 because he lost it. He has no charge bonus. So
Correct.
5s. He hits.
Gonna be a hero. Let me pull the save off to the side here. And Tostig, on the return, you are a fully armored as well. So he didn't charge. So he'd be 4, 5, or 3, 4, 4s. So he'll be looking for 4s. Ooh, Tostig is very mad.
All right. Ulf has 2 saves. Mm-hmm. He is fully armored, so it's 2 4s.
Indeed it is.
He saves 1, but he takes 1, and he only has 1 wound, and so Ulf is wounded.
Tostig on a 4+. Can he wound the villain?
Oh, I'd say
can
it's
wound the villain. All right.
1 wound.
If I'll take the wound counter there, just so that way I can put that down.
So 3 to 2.
Thank you, sir. All right. Now it is my turn. Because it doesn't matter at all, we're going to... Actually, it does matter. Because of rerolls and bonuses, I'm going to take my hand weapon and fight your banner. Because if I can remove the banner off the field, it will be a big deal. Mm-hmm. All right. So he is 3, 4, 4s. You are not fully armored. You are partially armored.
That's correct.
So 4s down to 3s for a charge bonus. So here we go. It is going to be a 6 to hit.
All right, fighting back. He's a hand weapon against you, so he's 3, 4, 4. So 4s. He does get his own banner.
He does? Excellent.
I believe he gets his own banner.
Well, we're going to roll it anyway.
All right.
All right.
So it's a hit. Both of them have saves.
Right.
I am a 5.
Do you have a partial? Oh, you're wearing a gambeson. You are.
So
Yep.
5s.
He's going to live. I need a 5 as well. I am not going to live.
I'll take that as a victory. Mm-hmm. I'll take your charge bonus out.
Yep.
And I'll remove your combatant.
Oof, rough day.
You got it?
It's going to be a bloody fight. Okay.
All right.
Now it's you.
My priority, I will go ahead and fight this berserker.
Okay.
Hand weapon 3, 4, 4. Mm-hmm. 4s becomes 3s because of charge. It's a hit.
Yes, it is. I've got my save. And then for me back, I need 4s. It's going to hit. So
He's dead.
He will. Now I got to see whether or not my 4-up save on my berserker will live. He's going to save with no problems.
He hasn't even needed mushrooms this battle.
Apparently
He's just
not.
hanging out. We come over.
It's my priority, so I will do the fight against the spearmen. Because the other fight is just a straight fight.
Yeah.
So, I need you are a fully armored.
Yeah. Your Dane axe would be hitting
2s and hand weapon on 3s because they both charged.
Yeah.
So hand weapon hits. Dane axe on a 2. Gets to reroll because the banner is within 6. He's going to hit.
Okay.
So you have 1 at regular and 1 at -1.
I'm going to attack with that spearman back at the Dane axe.
Perfect.
The spearman is hitting on 4, 5, 5, so 5s.
Correct.
He does not hit.
Okay.
Now my saves are funky. Here we go. I'll do the Dane axe save first because this is where it gets funny. I'm normally a 4. It becomes a 3 because of the Dane axe and becomes a 2 because he's harried. No, I'm going the other way.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
a
up
4,
to 6s.
becomes a 5, becomes a 6.
There you go.
So 6, he's failed.
All right.
And it doesn't matter on the other one. So
I'll take these.
they have cleared the combatant.
All right. We'll get the dice out of the way. And we have just this regular fight that we're both going to swing and hit each other in the face with the exact same models.
Yeah, 2 hand axes.
Yep.
I'm hitting on 4s and you're hitting on 4s.
4s, yes.
Nope.
You get a banner.
I do.
Because I didn't kill him. Yay! I get a 4+. I hit you.
Both save. I save on a 5.
I save on a 4. You saved. Watch this. Nailed it.
All right. Banging weapons against shields. What we're going to do is, I think that's all the melee.
Yeah, I think we're
So we're going to take a moment and count models again because we may have triggered a second morale check.
I think we have.
We'll be back with it here in a second. Okay, Arn's forces do have another morale check because we've hit that second half number. However, our banner still stands with our 1 lone shieldman fighting, so their morale is fine. They stand under the banner of Guthrum. They know that Odin One Eye watches them. They'll go to Valhalla before they run. This archer, though, however, he's not as devout. So we got to find out.
Now, normally on a morale check, you would fail the second time on a 1 or a 2 because you've lost a quarter of your force, but because we're both Vikings, we suffer no modifiers.
That's correct. No modifiers to morale. So...
Oh no! He's out! He's had enough!
He has certainly had enough. And our long-range support has decided to live on another day. Wow.
All right.
Okay, we are about to go into the next turn, and we'll be right back with that.
Turn 7.
All right, turn 7, and we're going to recap a few things here before we roll priority to give you an idea of what we're facing. Clearly, Arn's forces only have 2 models left. Tostig has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. To gain a major victory, he needs 6 models plus Tostig and 2 pieces of loot. So what Arn's forces are playing for now here is essentially to deny him the major victory. It's almost impossible to think that they could stop Arn from fleeing, or rather stop Tostig from fleeing, but perhaps they can pay out their lives and deny him a major victory. Leave him with a ship barely crewed and barely able to leave this area of Wessex. What do you think about that?
I think it's a bold move, and I think I'm going to try and kill all of your dudes as best I can.
All right, well, we got to go to priority here. This is turn 7. It's really critical for Arn.
I got the 6 and so did you.
Okay, so wait. What that means is whoever did not have priority last time wins it this time.
That would be me.
So that means that Tostig's forces have priority for this round.
And I'm taking it.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
I'm taking it. All right, we're just going to go straight into it. We'll do the the Berserker, obviously. I want to run him on the banner, mostly to attack the banner, but then I would block myself and do all kinds of silly stuff, and I wouldn't be able to get over there and murder the other guys easily. So, because we're here for the fun, we're going to go ahead and run that mushroom roll, baby. We're going to run that mushroom roll because the game is here for fun, regardless of how we want to play. He has killed enough, and he has decided that he needs that sweet, sweet caress of that fly agaric. All right, here we go. On a dice roll of a 2, he's fine.
He's fine.
So he will get his ability. So he will charge the guy with the hand axe. He will roll another 2, and he'll be fine to do so. Rom nom nom.
And I'll give you a bonus.
Yep, I got him here.
There you go.
And then we are going to then charge the bannerman with both the hand weapon and the Dane axe. Hand weapon.
Does Tostig actually enter the fight?
Oh, no.
Of course not.
No, why would he? And then the Dane axe. He, as these men are getting ready to charge, he casually points his axe at the bannerman and says, "Kill him." As he starts to walk to the boat. He has nothing he wishes to do with fighting. So both of them will go there. That will be the end of my charges.
What a bastard.
He is. So normally he will go 6, but he is down to 4 because he's carrying loot. And he will only be able to go 2, so he is laden down with his piggies, but he is going to walk to the edge here.
Yeah, so because he's carrying so much loot And because he can't cross the barricade, he has to stop at the barricade and cross the barricade next turn. You can imagine this banner bearer planting the banner against the fence and picking pigs up and putting them over the wall.
We are going to move our 4 inches, well, 6 inches, because we're -2 for the going over the gunnels. And we're going to set our archers here. They're not going to be able to shoot because they're not going to run the risk of whittling down their own forces. And so, with that, we are on to the fight phase.
We're right into it because we have no melee shooting from me. He's gone on to take a Saxon wife somewhere and whelp some pups and pretend not to be a Dane. And your guys, as you said, are securing the ship. They have stolen the Gore Wall, a famed ship of the warband Redhammer, much like the Joms Vikings, a professional group. I'm quite sure that Jarl Gunnar is not going to be happy about this.
I don't think he's going to be happy. No. So, I'm sorry. Before we continue, because we didn't have any other movements, I do need to just move Tostig his 8 inches. He's walking to the boat. He didn't have enough to get over the gunnels, but yes. Okay, now we're on to the fight. The fight will be the Berserker because he's finally got his mushrooms.
Got it.
And he needs to hit on 3s. You are partially armored? Yes. So 4s become 3s. So he will...
Oh, he's very angry.
Very much murder your guy.
Very angry.
But you get to swing back.
I do get to swing back. He does get simultaneous combat, so he's going to fight back at that Berserker. He's hitting on 4s. He does hit him.
You're going to hit him. And I will get my 4-up save. He's going to live.
Yep. And I am dead. No save allowed.
And it is your priority, so it will be on to the banner fight.
Yeah, the bannerman, the last man of Arn's forces left. He raises the banner of Guthrum high. And he will thrust out with his hand axe. He's going to attack that Dane axe.
I highly encourage that one.
So he is hitting on 4s.
He is. You're rolling 1s.
It does not hit.
All right. Needing a 3 from the hand weapon because of charge, and needing a 2 from the Dane axe. And
He's got 2 saves. He was partially armored, so he would be saving on 5s, but he's harried, so he's saving on 6s.
6 and a 7. But neither one of them will go through.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. And with that, the last forces of Arn perish.
Now, for fun, because we have finished all of your models off of the table, there is one slight problem. We have, that's the end of turn 7. Means we have turn 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah.
So technically, we have 3 Berserk rolls that we should go through to see whether or not he rolls.
Yeah, we'll get to that here in just a second. All right, here we are to recap out the end of this battle. We are going into, I believe, turn...
It would be 8, 9, and 10.
8, 9, and 10. Well, that's important for a reason. Let's take a look at what we have here. The Gore Wall has been set free of its moorings and is set out all ready to go. And look at brave Tostig at the lead of this ship.
So brave.
They've laden the ship down with pigs and loot aplenty. But at the back of this ship is a Berserker who ate mushrooms. And there's 3 turns left. So as Tostig flows down the river with the stolen ship and the stolen loot, some of his men tap him on the shoulder, looking at the back of the boat as this Berserker, who's looking a little hungry, he's going to make 3 rounds worth of rolls to see what he does.
Because here at Redhammer, we believe firmly in the narrative, and we always want to have fun with our games. And while there is a major victory on the table, it's absolutely hilarious to think about a Berserker losing his mind at the back of a boat for all to see. So right here in the tray, any 6s, and somebody dies. Oh no. Oh no.
There it is.
He went stupid for a minute, and then he went normal, and then he decided to go ape.
So our Berserker is standing at the back of Tostig's ship, and you can see these 2 warriors looking at him uncomfortably. As the ship lets its way down the river, he stands there in a stupor for a moment, looks around, and then grins at his brothers, and raises his bloody weapons. And this is the way this battle ends, with Black Tostig's berserker laying into his own troops on the ship. And I don't think Tostig cares. What about you?
Nah, it's just, you know, the 7-way split just goes down to 6 and then down to 5, and eventually the berserker is probably put down by those archers, so then it's down to 4, and it's...
Yeah, I can hear Tostig, just throw him overboard. So we'll be back with a recap of the battle in just a second. So here we are back at the end of the battle of the hunt for Black Tostig, and I wanted to give Sigismund a chance to kind of talk about the battle from his perspective and how he felt his force did, or his plans or tactics. So
I feel like the plans and the tactics worked really well. I felt like a full knot of warriors running right down the middle of the battlefield. The major impediment of the pigsty was one, but was offset a little bit by the horncallers. And I feel like horncallers and bannermen in Pillage, very strong. They're great force multipliers, but they're balanced really well with their points cost. It allowed me to get in. I think the one thing that really paid off for the entirety of the game is Mead Merchant. Such a force multiplier when you're on an open area like a road, to be able to get that extra 1 inch for a charge is so pivotal in the game. Same thing with Swift as Lightning. That initiative bonus can really pay off and allow for the tide to be turned inside of the game. He had me on the ropes at one point in time where I thought he would be able to capitalize, but me being able to sprint all the way across the board from 11 and 12 inches away and pull him off of models really made for a stout fighting force.
yeah, they were huge charges. Some of them were fully 12 inches across the table, even not just on a road.
But it's never a guarantee of victory. One thing about Pillage that everyone has to remember is that the game can turn on its head, and initiative plays more than you know, or priority, excuse me, plays more than you really accept until you actually have it there. And the ability to get those charges off, while very pivotal, doesn't mean anything if you're being charged wholly throughout the fight of the battle. 50 points is pretty steep for Mead Merchant, but I find it to be worth it for the way my army is put together. Overall, I feel like the tactics worked really well. Hemmed him up over on the bridge and ran the rest of the force to the boat.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations. This is Black Tostig's second battle victory.
Yes, this will be his first. No, it'll be his second minor victory, because he only got the minor victory in the last battle too.
Yeah, well, he got a major victory today.
No, because remember, the Berserker decided to eat a couple of his boys.
Yeah, your Berserker robbed you of a major victory.
He did.
Well, I thank you for the graciousness in that one. But congratulations. And he's proving to be quite the villain of our tables. I'm looking forward to some of our other guys coming up and getting a chance to chase after him. You now have the problem of the professional warband of Redhammer is going to be coming after him.
So excited for that. So excited for that.
So it's going to be fun to watch that go down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll come with my recap in just a second. All right, so back for my recap on this. First thing I want to talk about is in designing a table. Guthrum did a great job in the book in laying out really balanced tables, balanced positions. Some of us who may be coming from 40K, and if you're coming from 40K in most recent iterations, you know that those tables can be exceptionally boring. They're all balanced to make sure the buildings are the samey for everybody. When I design a table, like when I designed this one, I took no account for whether one side had an advantage or another. I created a space, and then I said, what battle will unfold in that space? Initially, I thought Tostig was going to be at a disadvantage, but it ended up being that my forces having to come through that pinch point really held us back. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm fine with that. Let the table be a player as well. Let it be a part of the difficulty of the game. And don't be so concerned with whether both forces have the same level of advantage. It always depends on what you're looking to do. I don't find Pillage to be a game that is set towards a competitive environment. It's set towards a narrative game. And in fact, that's what many of us are looking to finally move to. And I have yet to find a game that matches the way that we can tell stories. Already, as those of you who watch this video see, the members of Redhammer, our gaming group, are our armies have named figures in them. They have stories that are evolving, sagas that are taking place. I'm definitely going to continue pushing Guthrum to go after this villain, and we'll see how it unfolds. I think he'll pay a price at some point in the future. I think for our first filmed battle report, what I want to do is just take a quick moment to thank Guillaume and Victrix. I had come to a place in tabletop wargaming where I was really in a place of not engaging in the hobby for 2 years. I have a deep love of Viking history, of Anglo-Saxon history, and when I came into this game, it just touched a nerve, and what it's been able to do for us as a group, a gaming group, is fantastic. So I look forward to, and I love watching the Facebook group, the Reddit group, seeing what all of you are doing out there. The painting is beautiful, and the games are wonderful. I want to encourage you to keep bringing more people into this system. It's a wonderful system. Big shout outs to Seventh Son, Three Bears, and all you guys out there that I get to watch for inspiration too. With that, that's wraps us up on the first one. We'll be back with more. It may not be as fast-paced as some people, but I look forward to having both Sigismund and many of my other friends back on the table, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So until then, keep your hammers high.